Are you a female between the age of 45 and 60 dealing with chronic fatigue, brain fog, memory issues, and dizziness? If so, here are a few things I want you to consider. It's very common that if you go on a Facebook group, you talk to your friends, everyone starts thinking, oh, this is the perimenopause, or you've already transitioned to menopause. And so this is clearly just going to be a hormone-related issue. And if you get your estrogen better, your progesterone, and maybe your testosterone, you are going to feel great. For those of you that do that and you feel great, high five, congrats, but you are going to be the minority because for most people, that's not going to be sufficient. While those hormones do play an important role in brain health, it's not enough. So the question is, how healthy is the brain and how do you measure it? Because if you do an MRI or CT scan, you're often going to be left frustrated. So how do we evaluate brain function? Well, what I find highly valuable after having done this for over a decade is to look at eye movement functionality and balance. When we talk about eye movements, we're not talking about you need a new prescription. We're saying how well does your brain actually control every eye movement you do as we use our visual system throughout the entire day. If your brain cannot control your eyes appropriately, guess what? Chronic fatigue is an expectation. And then as your brain runs out of energy, it's no surprising when you don't feel as sharp, you can't find the words you're looking for, your memory's not as good, and much more. On the other side, our balance also takes a hit as we age. And a lot of people think their balance is good, but then when they finally test it on a computerized platform to really measure it, also with one foot in front of the other with eyes closed, they're like, oh, I didn't do as well as I thought. So getting neurological testing is essential. Now, am I a fan of only neurological testing? And the answer is no, because your brain doesn't live in isolations. Your hormones absolutely can impact the health of your brain. Your gut health can, your thyroid, right? Your blood sugar and more. That's why we take such a complete approach, because we're not trying to find the one magic bullet. We're trying to say, what does the data show us? With the data, we can now say, hey, here's what we have found is contributing to your chronic fatigue, brain fog, memory, and dizziness. And it's only when you have the data can you start a plan with the highest probability of success. If not, you're like many of the others, you find the one thing, you hope it sounds good, and then you put all your eggs in one basket, and then it doesn't work. And it's because too much was put in one place and hoping it was going to work, even though the data was never there to support it to begin with. So if you'd like to learn more about how we help people dealing with those symptoms, feel free to reach out. Until next time, I'm Dr. Z, and I'm known as the Brain Guy.